You guys missed out on yesterday's Field Center release, so I went ahead and put up the next one. We have about 20 of this left, so you can get your hands on it. I will leave a link down below so you guys can grab the Wedding Summon Sorceress. These will be shipping out near the end of September. I'll just kind of wrap up a whole bunch of releases and then ship out some big packages for you guys. And I'm going to pass on over to Market Watch now, shall we? Don't make 30% of you guys that have not smashed the living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can climb up the 100K light here. I also want to give a shout out here. We have one of this left in stock and then it's gone. And we have 5 more of the red Zeus Exosister from the previous releases. And then these are wrapped up and pretty much gone forever. Alright, so cards you're going to want to focus on or keep an eye out here for Spright format. You know, you'd love to see like the generalized implications of what happens when people look at a deck and go, oh my god, so scary. God, these are $400. You know, I checked this out like a week ago, and I was like, a little bit taken back. $250 for light play on them, $355 for light play first ed. But near mint, what's a DSG 8? Alright, sure. But anyway, about $400 for those copies. DR3's only one exists on the market right now. Okay. Luckily, you have other venues, though. These are $9 for the Legendary Collection copies. Ugh. Commons from Lair of Darkness are $3. And Gates of the Dark World, also $3. Yeah, solidly all copies of this. Wow, the rare is $11 from Champion Pack 11. Well, I mean, considering the fact that this card just basically is the crush card equivalent to destroying this deck, I'm not surprised by seeing any of the crazy value that's being, you know, built up around this. So going into next format here, a lot of people looking at like the Virus Breaker Swordsman. Link 2 is like the best optimal way to, you know, set up for the deck Devi. The more you know. Goes a match. Floodgates. What happens when different attributes, you know, kind of start to come into play? Well, people straight run over here to X Floodgate and go, oh my god, you know, we can access this now. Italians for $7. I don't really like that name all that much. And then you got what, like English copies, subpar $7. It's not good. Commons are basically $5. Why in the world would I spend $4 to $5 on commons when I can just spend the extra $2 and upgrade? Like, that just feels really bad. At least Goes and Match doesn't have a crazy higher rarity, like a collector's rare. But I mean, who's to say that won't come here in the future? Speaking of a card that does have a very high rarity, oh man, I remember when these were $64 and then they shot up to $94. Yeah, wow, actually, there's very few listings here, and then you hit that rock solid 115 and you hit 300. I don't have any comments about that, man. That's actually kind of crazy to me. Man, these have been 85 market price for a little while. You at least have the supers you can pick up if you don't want to pick up the collector's rares, right? I see these did buck down a little bit. Still like 480s for these? Wow, $5. Very, very solid $5 card, I guess. Once again, you see the both floodgates, you know, existing. Then at least, you know, the common versions of these. Even like the rares here from King's Court, pretty cheap. I'm actually glad to see that. So yeah, your cost of your floodgates to be able to, you know, win against Spright, pretty interesting. I know a few people are also talking about alpha. We've talked about alpha a couple of times. 830s right now on these. Yeah, interesting. $13. Ultra's coming in at $3 whole. Alpha, the master of beast, expensive Starlight rares. You know, if you bought these at 150s, you won. Like, you should get 2 Spanish copies here for like 128s, and we drop up to $200. No, that's crazy to me, man. Like, all right, sure. Pinkertop's collector's rares. Huh. You know, this card has been like $115 for like the longest time. 122, 130, and 109. Huh. Lowest verified coming in at 120 for German, 121 for light play, and then 125 for near mint. Yeah, your market on these things is actually pretty expensive, man. Are secrets are base? Ooh, actually, secrets still like $4. What I'm seeing here, yeah, $4 to $5 still for the secrets. I'm not entirely surprised about that, to be honest with you. Every rarity of this card just drops down, but like, be thankful that Pankratops isn't a more expensive card, because you could see a whole lot worse in terms of value for this. Mischief of Yokai. So we actually saw this, I guess, get bought out is what I'm trying to say here, because we stumbled on it one market watch, and then the next day they were gone. Your aftermath of this right now is not good at all. Once again, our culprit here, Starstrike Blast. I swear that Starstrike Blast was just a set that was just innovated to just kick people in the butt the further that the years went by here, because if you look at the way that this set has been turning over long term, such as making infinite free chicken tendies out here, man. Like, it's actually crazy to me. $35 for ultras. Like, Mischief of the Gnomes are $4.50s. Interesting, you know? I guess. Destiny or Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. These things are really starting to regain a little bit of value here. Now, I'm not going to say that I would go crazy on these right now, because hypothetically this should be up for a reprint in the tins. These are $42. Yeah, 42. Our curve doing its thing, yeah. They've gone down. I guess they have gone down a little bit when you think about it, because $42 to $43. Yeah. I don't know, I still wouldn't touch this card right now. With, like, the only thing that would change this card's, like, expectancy and value would be, like, you have to move Fusion Destiny back to 3 on the ban list to get players to want to look at this card again. And they're certainly not going to bring back Verte Anaconda. Like, they learned their lesson the last time they let Verte run around in the format. So, I have no other further comment on this. Like, I think it's very interesting to see what people are doing. Ah, yes! Sphere mode. You know what happens when a Spright player leaves 3 monsters on the field? You get to hand them a shiny ghost rare big old testicle. $95 right now. It still is hilarious to me to see, like, the value that this set has turned out. Like, this is the first ghost rare that, you know, most of them have plummeted down to this point. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, you see a lot of recovery in this. $14 to $15, $12 to $13 on those. And then this sphere mode looks like it's $14 and gone back up. Yeah. So all copies of the big ball have gained some sort of value. Like I said, I mean, this card is a pretty good out, and depending on, you know, like, where the rest of the format shapes up, you know, anytime that there's a deck that has just crazy huge boards, the sphere mode will come for you. Stygian Dirge, oh boy, another excellent counter to this deck. You love to see it. Reds are still $18. $9 whole dollars. Duelist Leagues, $14. 17s, and then greens still $14. Glad everybody went after Mischief of the Gnomes and nobody looked at Stygian Dirge, because that just means that the Dirge Master here is going to get the chance to remain a nice, quiet piece until somebody else figures it out. Love to see it. Starlight DD Crows. Oh boy, did these go to the moon. 550 is your lowest, and they go up to 645. You know what's crazy about this? These were sitting at 400 plus for the longest time. Anybody and their mother that wanted, you know, Starlight Crows, they had the chance to get them. All right, now this card has gone even further beyond the expected market value at this point in time. So I don't really know what else to say about this. I kind of, if you notice, like, the trends with Starlights, if it's a gosh darn good playable staple and it starts to look like it's going to run into the format, they go up to the moon, because they're already in limited quantities as it is. So, Ice Dragon's Prison. Somebody's mentioning that this was starting to disappear off the market. I see 70-some listings, and I see a downward curve. It's not 100 listings. 70, unlike, you know, the Secret that has 184 frickin' listings for this thing. I guess you love to see it. Avermax is recovering from the buyout it had a couple weeks back. $24 to $25, actually. That's not very reflective of things. No, I guess first studs are about 29 to 30. Alright. And then Ultras, 14 bucks the way it looks. Oof, that thing shot up. Yeah, you're looking at about $15 to $16 right now for Avermaxes. And then last but not least, good old Instant Fusion. This has nothing to do with beating the deck, but I just wanted to put this in here because a good card is good. You get a Portuguese for Portuguese heavy play. Oh, I saw that. Ugh, that bend is so bad. 135 for light play. Then we hit what? Spanish down here for 175. These are about $200 for a one of. Imagine this comes back to 2 and you just see the value on this thing explode. Well, that is your market today, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, leave a comment down below. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button and subscribe button. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.